Hey there, hey, it's Elysiane. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel. I am extra sunflowered out today. We have a whole dress, actually skirt turned into dress for today. So real happy, cheerful vibes today. In today's video, I am going to be talking about the things I would have done differently for my wedding. My wedding day was absolutely beautiful, stunning, incredible, but there are some things I would change. There are definitely some things I would change and do better, so we're going to talk about those things in today's video. Let's get into it. So I have discussed a smidgen of the chaos that ensued around our wedding, but today we are specifically looking at the day itself, the wedding day, and the things that I dropped the ball on, or the things that I just would have liked to have turned out differently. As I said, my wedding day was absolutely beautiful. Alan was spectacular. The venue was amazing. My bridesmaids, amazing. Groomsmen, wonderful. But there are just some things that I would have done differently. So the first thing, the main thing, the overarching theme of this entire day fiasco is I would have listened to myself more. If the wedding taught me nothing, it taught me that I am way too much of a people pleaser and that I have a voice and I need to use my voice. And so there were a few things that occurred that I think just would not have occurred had I been more aware of what I wanted and been more vocal about what I wanted and been more sure to what I wanted. For example, the whole wedding dress thing, though on the day I had the dress that I wanted, to a degree, that whole situation, having gotten a different dress and then needing to change the dress, none of that would have happened if I didn't have this approval addiction situation. So that would have been fixed. There was some decor that everyone loved except for me. The reason being because I just didn't vocalize as clearly as I could have. Like, I just was very like, oh, that's pretty, but I kind of wanted, instead of just saying like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. I always had this vision, this dream of walking into my reception and just seeing a room full of sunflowers. I adore sunflowers. I don't like any other flower. I dislike flowers. The smell of flowers makes me sick. I like them like in paintings, like they're beautiful from a distance and all this stuff, but like being around them, don't like them. Not really cool with them. My absolute least favorite flower of all the flowers is lavender. I hate the color lavender. I hate the smell lavender. I hate the flower lavender. It's actually kind of a triggering color for me. But because I did not make it abundantly clear that all I want to see is sunflowers, I ended up with decor that had a mixture of different flowers, including lavender. And so everyone else was like, these centerpieces are beautiful. And they were very creative, I will say that, because we had an Iron Man theme. And so there was an Iron Man action figure inside of the vase, which that part absolutely loved. Like, that was pure genius. And everyone else loved the floral arrangement. But I genuinely could have cried when I walked in and like saw it. I'm a really good actress. I'll say that. I'm a really good actress, but internally I could have burst into tears because that's not what I wanted. But so if you're getting married anytime soon, speak up, be very clear, abundantly clear, and don't hold back. Know what you want and say what you want. Yeah, so I would have changed that. I also, kind of along the same lines of knowing what I want and not being a people pleaser, and this this may sound bad, I'm not trying to sound bad, but there are some people I just would not have invited, like, at all. Like, they honestly, the turmoil that I had going back and forth for months of whether I was going to invite these people or not, I should have just took that as a sign that said, don't do it, don't invite them. Because the thing was, we had a ceremony and reception situation, so everyone who was invited to the ceremony was invited to the reception. So I couldn't do one of those mass, you're invited to the wedding things, and then like kick people out, right? Or send reception only invitations to specific people. And that limited my numbers immensely. And there were some people who I would have loved to have been there. Like, I would have loved to see these people's faces. I would have loved to have the memories with these people that I didn't, because I'm watching numbers and I'm inviting people who have to be invited. I think that's a myth. I think that's a myth. I did put my foot down with some people, but I should have been even more like, no, I don't want them there. And it's not like I hate these people by any means. There's no love loss. It's just like, we just don't have the relationship. And there are people who I have relationship with who weren't able to be there because of these, for lack of a better term, space fillers. Yeah. Also, something else I would have changed. Now, this is, again, the wedding taught me a lot, but I am not a very organized person, and the wedding day proved just how disorganized I am. So I would have definitely been far more organized. I would have kept all of the things that I needed on the day of in a place. And it's one of those things that, like, I knew with my head. Like, I watched the videos, I did the what to do on your wedding day, tips for a bride, I did all of that, but somehow along the way, and I think a big part of that is that I was trying to do a whole lot by myself. Hi, Pickles. I was doing a lot by myself, and I wasn't asking for help, so I should have been asking for help. If you are getting married, please ask for help. They understand you have a lot going on, you're gonna need help. I should have asked for help, but because I didn't ask for help, there was a lot of chaos. There were items that I forgot at home. Dang, there were items that I forgot, like at Alan's house, which is now our home, and items that I forgot at my granny's house, is where I came from, which was at my home. Like, I was all over the place. So I had Alan grabbing things from the house before he left. I had someone else run to the store for, I think, yeah, somebody went to the store for me. Someone went to my house to pick up bridal stuff, like undergarments. It was too much. It was too much. So hello, hi. So if I was just more organized, that would have been amazing. And with that lack of organization, there were things that my bridesmaids and I were working on the night before. Now, granted, part of that was because I specifically wanted one item to be done by or with one specific bridesmaid, and she was coming all the way from Japan. God bless her. I swear, I have the best, my bridesmaids were amazing, but she came all the way from Japan, and at the time there was a freaking tsunami going on over there, so her flight got delayed like 3 days or something. So she came in super late, which then caused everything else that we had planned to be super late. So part of that was just a part of life, because I really wanted to do it with her, but there were other items that I should have just done or gotten out of the way. Like, we didn't have one of those like entrance signs, because we didn't have one of those Mr. and Mrs. signs, which I literally had one, and I just forgot about it because lack of organization. So I would have definitely done that, had things organized, had a list of some sort, like a checklist. I would have had more help, had a lot more help, and I would have put my foot down on a lot of stuff. Another thing I would have changed is I would have gotten a different DJ. Our DJ was a last minute decision, and a very poor decision at that, so I definitely would have done more research, gotten a different DJ, because the sound was not good at all. But that goes with my disorganization. If I was more organized, it would not have been a last minute decision, so would have changed that. But what will be, que sera sera. It's fine. Overall, everything was really beautiful, really phenomenal. Oh, I also, this is a major one, and I can't disclose the name of the company or anything like that, so I will not do that. But I would have definitely stuck to my guns on what I wanted for my photographer. There was a specific couple that I really wanted to go with, but in an attempt to save money, we ended up going with someone else. And both of us really regret that decision. That was a horrible decision. We should not have done that. We should have stuck with what we wanted the first time and just booked who we wanted to photograph our wedding. We have okay pictures, but they're not really what we would have wanted. Now granted, it is difficult when you're married to a photographer. Your standard is a little bit higher, but like, it wasn't even just the outcome, because the day of I was bothered. The day of I was like, oh, these people are not nice. These people are not caring. Like, when I see Alan do his shoots, it's just like, oh man, like, he loves what he does, and he loves the people, and he wants to see these people happy, and that makes me super happy, and it excites me, and it makes me want to be a part of it. And I see the smiles on the people's faces, and everybody just lights up. That's what I was looking for. Our photographer, no. Like, I literally had to yell at him at one point, and I don't yell. I rarely ever yell. I used to work with kids. And I yelled one time. I yelled at them one time over summer camp, and they remember that to this day. They're like, I remember when you yelled at us. That's how rare I yell. I don't yell. But I had to yell at the photographer. Not like yell, but just like, hey, dude. So yeah, I would have listened to my gut on that one and would have gone with who we wanted to go with. But other than that, we did have a beautiful day. One of these days, I'll actually share photos. I'll actually share our video. I have to do some editing because I don't like our video, so I have to edit it. And our photos, we'll probably edit those too because we don't really love them. He's already edited some. He actually did bring his camera on our wedding day, which I absolutely love. People were like, tell Alan don't bring his, no, don't tell my husband what to do. I'm so happy he brought his camera because he captured some photos that are absolutely amazing. His groomsmen captured some photos that are absolutely amazing. I'm still waiting for some other photos that my brother captured because he brought his camera too. So yeah, overall, I think that the day was really great. I'm really grateful for the day as a whole. Of course, I'm grateful for the marriage that I have with my husband. And things worked out, and people told us like it was a great wedding. A lot of people were like, this was the most amazing wedding ever. But you know, when it's your own thing, you're gonna be hypercritical and you're gonna be like, ah, no. Oh, I wish I cared about jewelry more. I would have definitely had my bridesmaids with some necklaces. I did get them all earrings, but somehow it slipped everybody's mind of like the earrings, and I forgot to remind them, so they didn't wear those earrings. They didn't have necklaces. unless they just happened to have on a necklace. So yeah, I would have definitely had some jewelry, some bracelets, something. But I was so disorganized. I was a hot mess bride. I'm gonna be honest, that's why I haven't really talked about the wedding, because I was a hot mess. I don't know how it came out as beautiful as it did. I'm grateful it did. My coordinator pulled a lot together. My bridesmaids pulled a lot together. I was a mess, but all in all, it was great. I'm grateful. And yeah, if you're getting married anytime soon, I hope that these notes can help you to not be like me. But also know that even if you are like me, the Lord can still make a way, and it can still be beautiful and amazing and a night or day to remember. That does it for this video. Leave a like if you liked it, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you can be notified of any future uploads. I love you, and Jesus loves you so much more. And remember, you'll never overcome that which is hidden, and you will not conquer what you refuse to confront. Let's break some chains, y'all.